when it comes to catching little fish for bait, you can use a rod and reel if you want to, if you got time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're in a hurry and you want to catch a lot, your best bet is to use a cast net. And I picked up this little cheap one. I got a good cast net that I keep on my boat. It's a 7-foot, and I think it costs close to $100. You want to be throwing a cast net in some janky spots where it's a lot of snags, you best to go ahead and go get you a cheap one. You don't want to be throwing your expensive one in some spots like that, because you're going to lose it quick. Now, I got this one from Walmart, 30 bucks. It's a Red Horn series. I ain't never used this one before. And they had some Ozark Trail that didn't even come with a case. It was in a cardboard box, and I think for a 4-foot one, it was $36. This one right here come with a case. It's a 5-foot, and it was like $29.99. So I ain't expecting much, but if I get snagged right here, I ain't out as much. So we're gonna give it a try. Hey, it even come with stickers. I like stickers. All right, now there's a million different videos on YouTube showing how to throw a cast net, so we're gonna make it 1,000,001 today. My experience, these small cheap cast nets are a little bit harder to throw sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta figure them out. Every cast net's a little bit different, but they all gonna have a loop on one end, most likely. And what you need to do is take your main line and feed it through that loop end. Stick your arm through that hole, cinch it up. That way it stays tight. Go ahead and unravel your cast net. Shake it out a little bit, make sure it ain't all knotted up. Now, the way I like to do it generally is about an arm's length. Come back to your hand. You're going to do that all the way till you get to the end of it. Go ahead and grab that horn, top of the cast net. Depending on the size of your cast net, if it's a bigger one, you want to go ahead and grab it up here. And come down to about midways and grab it again. Loop it and grab it in your hand. So you got your rope and your cast net all loaded in this one hand. Try to get you down here so you can see better. Now what I like to do is grab one of these weights that's closest to you. Put it in your finger and go down again and grab in between 2 weights. Put it in your finger. And if this was a bigger cast net like a 7-foot, I'd go ahead and do that one more time. But since this is a smaller one, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this with my left hand. So the only thing in your left hand will be this very last end of the cast net. And then what you want to do is kind of throw it like a Frisbee. You want to swing with your hips, throw out. You're going to release all this stuff in your right hand. Now, granted, I'm right-handed. So if you're right-handed, all this stuff goes in your right hand. If you're left-handed, do everything opposite. So I'm going to swing out, I'm going to throw, release everything in your right hand, and then you're going to let go with your left hand, the bottom of the net last. That'll try to help it open up. Let's see if we can do this without losing the cast net. Alright, first throw, I got a little bluegill in there. Obviously, always check with your laws. Some states might not let you use bluegill as bait. They might not let you catch certain things in a cast net. Catch something in a cast net like a bass or something around here, you need to let it go. Let's try that again. That was a terrible throw. But I caught something. So here, I caught a common carp. Get him out of there before he tears my cast net up. That'd be good cut bait. But I'm gonna let this guy go because I got a bunch of carp to use for bait. So this is lucky day. And if you're not very sure about the bottom you're throwing, like it might be some snags, you best not let the cast net go all the way to the bottom. That's usually where most of your snags are. So I would suggest throwing it out, letting it sink for maybe a second or two, and then go ahead and start pulling it back in. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but over there next to that cypress tree on that knee is somebody's cast net. So always be careful where you're throwing. They probably threw it when the water was up a little high. Now this is a cheap cast net, but $30 is $30. I ain't trying to throw money away either, so be careful with it. Most times when your cast net fails to open up right, a lot of it is how you load it up. So make sure nothing's tangled up when you're putting all this in your hand. Make sure none of these weights are tangled up. I'm gonna need y'all's help with this. I've caught these fish before, and I really don't know what it is. So y'all tell me. What is this? It looks like a little carp. They don't have barbels. They don't. Oh. I'm not sure. I usually catch a bunch of them in here. Is it some kind of just shiner? A big shiner? Or is it a carp? I don't know. Leave a comment below, let me know. Learn me something. Alright, so a lot of people have problems getting these cast nets back in the little container they come with. I'm going to show y'all the best way to do it. What you want to do is start with a weight in, kind of ball it up, and start wrapping it on itself like this. Wrap it up like a burrito. Alright, then start wrapping it with the cord, and then start turn the other way and wrap it up real tight. And that should go right back in the box. Look there. Bingo bango. Now I'm no scientist, but if you're trying to use live bait, if they die, it kind of defeats the purpose. So you want to keep your fish alive. What I do, I just put them in a 5-gallon bucket. One of them little cheap bubble boxes from Walmart, like $8. Runs off D batteries. That way it gives them a little air, keeps them from dying. Especially if you get a bunch of fish. More fish, the less oxygen in there. I didn't just wear them out, that's for sure. This spot scares me. It's too many snags. I actually did snag that net already and tore 2 or 3 of the main lines up on it. And then I caught another freaking common carp. His fins got all tangled in and he put a hole in it. So I ended up keeping him just for that, because he made me mad. But we got a bunch of the mystery fish and 1 common carp. That's decent for bait. Might try to throw around another spot. But anyways, that's an easy way to get you some bait. Becoming a masturbator, you need to learn how to throw a cast net. And that's it. You've graduated to masturbators. And I really hope you got a little bit more information in these videos instead of just a few cheesy innuendos. But like I said in the first video, I'm going to do a giveaway. I've launched a new website. I'm going to be selling Slew Life shirts and lures that I make. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm probably just do like 4 or 5 shirts and just the lures I have on hand. I'm not going to do any more custom orders. It's just too much of a pain in the butt with my regular job. But I have so many people ask about them all the time. A lot of people don't trust PayPal, this, that, and the other. So that's what brought me back to having stuff on a website again. But I'm gonna give these shirts away. I did these shirts just for this video series. I thought it was kind of funny. And it's got the hook on the front. Alright, so in order to win, all I'm asking you guys to do is to comment on all 3 of these videos. Make a comment on each one, which you might have already done on the first 2. But make a legit comment, like all 3 videos, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and that's it. In the next video I do, I'm going to pick a random person who has done all the things. I'm gonna send you a shirt and I'll throw in some lures. I just have to figure out what I got, maybe a couple spinner baits, chatterbait, you know, whatever I got. It's gonna be stuff that I made. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.